Galatians chapter 5 verses 22 and 23 reveals to us the fruits of the Spirit. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. These are the things that the Holy Spirit will produce in us if we allow it to do so. And on that list is peace. The Holy Spirit wants to produce peace in us. Welcome to the Word for you today, for Friday, January the 28th. And today, we are talking about choosing peace. Panic and anxiety are often our first reactions to conflict and problems. And in those initial moments, choosing peace seems impossible. As a basketball coach, I try to create conflict, problems, and chaos for the opposing team. But they do the same to us. When we attack those things with panic and anxiety, turnovers and bad decisions abound. But when we are prepared and we choose to be at peace amidst the chaos, we will make good decisions, play under control, and have success. And the same is true in life. When the conflicts and problems come, our subconscious whispers to us, if you really care, then you will worry. However, a seasoned counselor writes, don't panic. No matter what the situation or circumstance, we usually have a moment to breathe deeply and to let peace flow through our body and mind. Panic, not the task, is the enemy. It's important for us to remember that. Secondly, as we continue on, anxiety just empowers and enlarges the problem. Your best problem-solving resource is always peace, because fear and anxiety, they block solutions. Answers flow much more easily and naturally from a peaceful state of mind. And remember, God's peace is always available to us if we choose to use it. Now, when Paul writes to the Galatians about the Holy Spirit, we are reminded that when we are living under the control of the Holy Spirit, God is at work producing peace in us. So refuse to let your negative emotions run out of control and decide your response for you. In John 14, verse 27, Jesus tells his disciples, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." The Amplified Bible explains Jesus' words this way: stop allowing yourselves to be agitated and disturbed, and do not permit yourselves to be fearful and intimidated and cowardly and unsettled. Hearing that, it should be obvious to us that we have options. We can choose between peace and inner conflict. In that same verse, Jesus said, "My peace I give to you." And that word, translated give, basically means to bequeath, relating to the execution of a will. When someone dies, they leave their most cherished possessions to the people that they love. And Jesus is leaving his peace with us. But just because Jesus left us peace doesn't mean that it will automatically operate in us. We have to choose to plug into it. It's a gift that's been given to us. But just like all the gifts we had at Christmas, we have to choose to open them and to use them. And the same is true with Christ's gift of peace. We have to choose to open it and use it. Also, when we lose our peace, it becomes much harder to hear from God. Don't let all the noise in your life keep you from hearing from God. Get tuned in so that you can hear from him. In Colossians 3:15, Paul writes, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body, you were called to peace. And be thankful." The word rule means to govern and to control. Is Christ ruling, governing, and controlling your life today? If he's not, you're probably living with anxiousness and panic. That's not the kind of life you want to live. But there's no need to live that way. Choose peace. And that's the word for you today. Now, a reminder that this Sunday is Pastor Aaron's final Sunday with us at the Village Church, and he will be preaching at both services. So we invite you to come on out and help us send him out with love. If you're unable to join us in person, we invite you, as always, to join us online, either on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel at 9 and 11 a.m. And you can find those at the Village Church at World Golf Village. Stay warm this weekend, church. It's going to be cold out there. And remember, be at peace. We love you. Have a great weekend.